The crew are all rocked asleep.
Ready?
Yeah. Stop.
That's right.
Morena from Sumore. Woohoo! We are leaving the Malolo Reef, which is behind us. Just back there. And we are heading to Kadavu Bay. About 5 hours. We've been going about an hour, so I should say 4 hours to go, which is perfect timing. We do have a little bit of swell on our nose, but honestly, it's not a lot so far, so it's looking good. Then we'll do an overnight, and then we are off on another adventure to Kadavu Island. So 5.5 nautical miles to go. I've been able to get down to the galley, make some lunch, make some bread, did some curried egg today, and we had the last of the banana, walnut and ginger loaf. If you want the recipe, shout out. It is just so good. This bread is made from our homemade kefir yogurt. It is absolutely delicious, and it is even really good on your gut, much better than standard bread. You can't go past Greg's curried egg recipe, and then there's that beautiful walnut, banana and ginger loaf. That is absolutely delicious. Shout out for the recipe. So we have that swell that was predicted, but to be honest, we've most likely only had it for the last hour,
The area is actually
and then most likely the next hour. Very manageable. Looking forward to getting to Kadavu Bay or Kadavu Harbour.
our anchorage for the night overlooking the Shangri-La Resort on Yanuka Island.
And jumping in the water and having a swim. It's warm. Hours in to our trip, and all is well. The wind has been up to 26 knots, and there's Connie on the helm. She's done really well. It's been a little bit more bumpy than perhaps predicted, but Sumore is more than capable to get us to Kadavu safely. So most likely get there a bit quicker than we anticipated. 9 hours later, and here is Kadavu. Wow, what a beautiful island. A lot bigger than it looked on the map. We're going into a harbour right at the front of us, and they have an airstrip there. So just being really mindful going in, keeping an eye out, and I believe it's well marked, so we will find out when we get inside. Got the jib up again, mainsails down. Here we are in Vunisea Bay on Kadavu Island. Wow, it is beautiful. So peaceful, beautiful reef. Took us 9 hours to get here, and it got a little bit sprightly out there for a while, but nothing this boat couldn't handle.
The next morning we
Nor its
navigated
crew
the
for that
shallow
matter.
coral reef and
And now
landed
time
for
to
dinner
restore
upon the beach. Our first stop was the
and
Vunisea
start
Market.
exploring tomorrow. Here we are at Vunisea Market, a local eatery, fresh fruit, vegetables, beautiful food. We're just experiencing a roti with some fish curry. The people are absolutely gorgeous.
Lovely gentleman shared what he was having for his lunch.
A little bit of everything here in a beautiful small township.
Especially that we're on a predominantly vegetarian boat. Then it was time to pick up some papaya, bananas, plantain, limes, hot chilies, and coconuts. Fiji has the most beautiful hibiscus flowers which remind us of our home.
We are walking around Vunisea Bay, meeting so many amazing locals. How beautiful is this?
The next stop was the local grocery store, where we were able to find a few more provisions and then sit out the front and chat to the locals.
Oh. Wow, what an absolutely amazing sunset.
A picture tells
This sunset doesn't even do it justice. It is purple and
The
red
next morning we were up
and
early
yellow.
as we were off to Nabu
Absolutely
Island.
stunning.
Then on the way we enjoyed homemade banana pancakes.
Just taking off the bridle.
After anchoring we enjoyed another beautiful sunset.
Coming into Nabu Wallalu Bay on
After
Ono
breakfast, we
Island.
set off to Nabu Wallalu Village to do services. The young chief personally took us on a walk throughout the village and around their surrounding land. One of the many treasures we discovered along our walk. One of the highlights
This is a
of this
hot
visit was
spring.
spending time with a grandmother, her daughter and her grandson, just getting to know them and playing in their yard. It's now time to think about our next anchorage, Vunisea Island.
Bridle's off, Annie's on the chain, Marco's on the helm. 50 meters. Hello, 20 meters. What an amazing community here, so welcoming, so generous. We did our Cebu Cebu, met the very young chief who's taken over from his father that's passed away. Quite a young community, 40 people in total, so not a big community, but very tight. They have a farm, they have a once a month cleanup, and when they're not cleaning up they have a strategy about working on the farm. Everything's very, very neat and tidy. We were sent away with lots of beautiful goodies, got to play with the children, feeling so blessed. Now we're off to Vunisea Island where we'll do another Cebu Cebu. Just ahead is our next destination, Vunisea Island. We'll anchor off out of the wind and then possibly take the dinghy around to the village to do Cebu Cebu. Team are getting ready for their first manta adventure. Woohoo!
Greg and I are having a lot of fun learning to play the ukulele. What a great way to spend the evening. Sitting out
Red
there
canister
practicing.
coming. Stop the tally. This morning we were really lucky. The local villagemen came from Vunisea Island, so this is Vunisea Island here. They came out in their longboat and delivered some beautiful drinking coconuts and some sugar cane. So I am going to do a Thermomix recipe because Connie has a Thermomix. So there is the raw sugar cane, and down here I've taken the green off, I've removed the knuckles, and now I have to finely chop it, and it will go into the Thermomix for about a minute with some water. Then I need to strain it. So you will see this morning I have my hair tied back because anybody in a galley needs to tie their hair back. We've worked this out. Can you imagine how we worked this out? Look forward to your comments. What are your thoughts on tying your hair back in the kitchen? So time to get the anchor up, set a course, and then when we get there we'll have some delicious lunch and find a new location. Not for long, mind. We're going to be leaving at 2 a.m. tomorrow because we're off to Whalunga. Wow, so exciting.
So we're all anchored off at Dravuni Island and we'll be heading off in the morning at first light.
This morning we were up at 3:30 a.m. and anchor was being brought up by 4. Unfortunately, it had managed to get itself caught in some rocks, so more likely the chain wrapping around some structure. So with some patience and tenacity, the crew were able to bring it up, and then we set off out of the passage, leaving the Kadavu Islands. The trip today is going to be approximately 24 hours long, and we're setting off to Whalunga.